Hi, and welcome to episode number 10 of Get Involved Pittsburgh here on PCTV 21 and 47 in the city of Pittsburgh. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Tom Baker, and I'm proud to be your host. I hope that you enjoy our show. Tremendous guests that are going to be on our show representing a wide array of organizations here in the community that you can get involved with and give back. I'm a true believer that there's always something for us to do here in the city, ways to connect with other organizations to make a difference, something that my wife and I believe very strongly in. We love staying busy in the city and find no reason to leave, and just love staying active here in the Pittsburgh region. So again, just thank you for tuning in. Thanks to the whole staff at PCTV for all their help with Get Involved Pittsburgh over the years. Our third guest on episode number 10 of Get Involved Pittsburgh is going to be Art Hazen. Art, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tom.
Art is a vice president with BPU Investments and the director of retirement plans, I believe.
That's correct.
And I know you much better, though, through your side life, through your community life. Art's a member of our board of directors for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Pittsburgh. And again, this year we'll be back as the co-chair of Bowl for Kids' Sakes. Thank you very much for serving in that role, and we're looking forward to a great year with you at the helm.
Sure, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about how you first got involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters.
I've been involved in Big Brothers and Big Sisters for almost 4 years at this point. I first became involved as a volunteer, like so many of us have. We showed up at a Big for a Day, which is a great thing that Big Brothers and Big Sisters does, where if you're considering a volunteering relationship, you can go and spend a day with a child or with a group of children. So we did that. We did that for the day, and by the end of the day, we were sold. And I say we because I mean both my wife. Yes.
Big couple, right?
Yes, my wife Natalie and I are a big couple. We met our little. His name is Floyd. We decided to go for it, and it's been a great relationship. We see Floyd quite a bit. It's been really rewarding for us. I mean, it's just wonderful to spend time. We go out. We do lots of very enjoyable, fun things throughout the community. With Floyd, and we've just developed a great relationship whereby we're hoping that we're able to teach Floyd some good things in life, and he certainly has taught us some good things along the way. So
I agree with you 100% on that. We learn just as much from our littles as they ever learn. It's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
So for your wife and you and Floyd, what are some things you've really enjoyed doing over the last 4 years together? Some good outings.
We've done everything. I mean, we've done so many things. We've been to plenty of sporting events with Floyd. We've also been ice skating numerous times. Some days we'll just bring Floyd over to our house. It's wonderful when he comes to our house because he just loves to be out in the community. We have a community where there's lots of children. We'll go out and play and do various things around the neighborhood. We've also spent plenty of time at Chuck E. Cheese. I think that's his. Chuck E. Cheese and Dave & Buster's are his favorite place to go. He always beats me at every game we play. We get on down at Dave & Buster's. We get onto the race cars, and he's an incredible gamer, if you will.
Cool. Chuck E. Cheese is a good place to hang out. I have a picture in my office of my little brother Preston and I back from when he was 11 of us at Chuck E. Cheese, and he's now 20 and in college, and we're both probably too cool to go to Chuck E. Cheese anymore. I'm not too cool. He's probably too cool to go to Chuck E. Cheese. But just the fun things that you get to experience as a young professional here in the. I mean, we have volunteers of all ages, but for you and your wife to kind of get to experience it, that's great.
It is. It sure is. I mean, and it's so important to be involved. And I've been involved in some other volunteer work, but never before did I feel so behind an agency and so behind an organization, because you can really see what happens. I mean, we've been with Floyd, as I mentioned, for about 4 years at this point, and just seeing his growth and our growth together has just been incredible. It's been fun. A
big purpose to get involved in everything that we're trying to accomplish through Get Involved is really empowering young professionals, 20 and 30 somethings like you are, to say, I'm volunteering with this organization. What's next? How else could I help out? What was the process like of you becoming one of our board of directors members at Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Sure. Process was very good. I mean, as I mentioned, I had been involved in some other work in the past on the volunteer basis, and I thought, what could I really get behind? And so I reached out. I knew I was already obviously a big brother, a big couple. We had a great experience with the organization, so I reached out to the board and I said, "Is there a spot? Is there room? Because I'd really like to serve."
Yeah. Right, you didn't wait to be asked. You actually said, I'm ready to help out, I'm ready to serve, what can I do?
I did, absolutely. I approached the board and went through the interview process and was fortunately approved.
You made it through Jan
I
as
made
well.
It through Jan.
That's good.
And it was all, obviously just being involved in something that you can be really behind.
Right.
And my participation on the board has been enjoyable.
Now, for somebody maybe in college or that hasn't been on a board of directors yet, what's expected of a board member for a nonprofit organization?
Well, I think it's really just to be committed, and commitment can mean a lot of things. I mean, obviously, we're trying to help the organization fund, and also trying to be out in the community, just spreading the word.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just it's something that you have to be committed to. It's something that you should enjoy. And it's really a learning experience as well. I mean, it's obviously with my background in finance and with what I do during the day. It was rather helpful to bring that to the board.
It's a great board of directors. The nice thing too is that there's this infusion right now of 20 and 30 somethings, you and Seth and Mike Jennings, Ned, JJ, people that had been and got involved that way, and it's great to see all the energy from kind of that set of people. So now you are collaborating with one of the people I just mentioned, Seth Corbin, who's also a co-chair along with you and Karen Hanlon for Bowl for Kids' Sake. Bowl for Kids' Sake's coming up on us really quickly. What is Bowl for Kids' Sake?
Bowl for Kids' Sake is one of our largest fundraising events of the year. It's a great event, multiple events throughout the month of March, whereby we all get together and do a bunch of bowling events, essentially. Multiple sessions at multiple bowling alleys, where everybody can get together. We ask everyone to bring a team of bowlers. We just have a really enjoyable day, as I mentioned, at different bowling venues. DJs going on, food, fun. Just a really great atmosphere, a really easy opportunity for everyone, whether you're 15 years old or 55 years old, to go out and raise money and to help with the organization.
Our founder, Mr. Ross, Kenny Ross, of Kenny Ross, was out there bowling last year in his 80s, bowling, having a great time, and it really is truly people of all ages having a good time. Some great news this year too, Art, with the group that you're working with. We have a celebrity endorser, celebrity that's really behind Bowl for Kids' Sake. Who's that?
Mr. Antonio Brown.
You got your black and gold on.
I do.
I
wore my black and gold. I figured, I'm
support Antonio.
That's right. Native Pittsburgher, big sports fan, but it's wonderful. I mean, Antonio's been a great partner for Big Brothers and Big Sisters fairly recently.
Yeah.
And it's just really nice to have someone that obviously is in a position to really help us. He's been very engaging to the organization, and he's going to be our headline celebrity at our event. So I'll be at that event for sure.
I'll be like, I'm the chairman.
That's right. That's right.
Now, I'll say this too. Christine Elias, who does our Facebook and Twitter at BBBS, but I also do some of it too. Just helping get the word out. We post something, maybe get 10, 15 likes, maybe, or a couple of people retweet it. Antonio posts something, he gets 400, 500, 600 likes for it. He's just like, I'm at BBBS hanging out with some of the kids here, and it's like 800 likes. So the power of his celebrity has really helped, and just his kindness with helping out has just been terrific in getting the word out about Bowl for Kids' Sake. How much are you trying to raise this year, though, through the event?
$200,000 is our goal. Our goal, and we expect to achieve it.
Yeah.
We actually would like to exceed it this year, and we'll get there.
That's great. What's a great way for people to keep in touch with you or for Bowl for Kids' Sake?
Just our website, www.bbspittsburgh.org, and so that's a good place to see us. And if you want to find me, you can. You can find me at bpuinvestments.com. Okay,
great. Well, thanks, Art Hazen. Great to have you here in the studio. Thanks for your work as a volunteer, as a board member, and as our co-chairman for Bowl for Kids' Sake this year.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Thanks, Art. All right, we're going to come back in just a minute. That was Art Hazen. We'll be back in just a minute with Lou Randall, who's going to tell us about the board and the autism organization here in the region. We'll be back with Lou Randall in just a minute.